Test. Test. There you go. Hi. So I'm just continuing yesterday's thing. If anybody comes in. Oh, Linko's here. Hello, Linko. What's up? You're very on time. How are you? How's your day? I'm assuming you have school today. I'm still on vacation? Oh, good on you. Are you just at home? Is there a vacation, or are you like actually out? And then again, there's COVID, so maybe you're just at home. At home? That's good to know. Anything interesting for you today? Fix my exercise bike? Oh, good on you. Does that mean you're gonna be more motivated to exercise? Oh, not a good color. Yeah, my problem with exercising always was being outside his ass. What a mood. Especially here in the gym is fine, but going alone makes it difficult to keep going after a few months. Well, respect, respect. At least you're getting into it again. Keep the momentum up. Okay. Let's go back to Bloodborne. I would do push-ups and shit, but my floor is hard as fuck. Fair. Yeah, you can always like buy a mat or something. You can build your tiny exercise area wherever you are. No padding enough. I've tried. Oh boy. Maybe you're just a pussy? Nah, it's not like that. Maybe it's just really uncomfortable, you know? You can't really force yourself to be comfortable with something that you're not. Maybe if it really is like that bad, the floor stuff, maybe just try to do a few at the very least. So even if it's like really bad, at least like you're only gonna be doing it a few times. I'm gonna use that for skirt. Alright. It's supposed to be. What even color is that? Oh, it's okay, man. You'll get the hang of it. Dun, 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 dun. Damn, I still can't get myself to sing. My voice is not completely back unless I keep it low. If I finish this today, I actually don't know what to do for tomorrow. Maybe I should do. I haven't played Master Duel in a while. Then I haven't opened it. It's not like I can do anything there. What's the event in Master Duel right now? But then again, I can do DBD. There is an update, but at the same time, I don't like the update. So I'm not sure if I want to play DBD. It was the no extra deck event, but that ended like a week ago. The event was rough. Yeah, a lot of people rely on their extra decks, huh? Might have been really tough, especially since you're at the higher rank. Come to think of it, do I even have like a deck that doesn't need any extra? I don't think I have one. What deck dominated at that time? Mostly because everyone would use the same deck. No! The loner decks are actually good. Oh, really? That's very kind of surprising. Then again, I never actually really used the loner decks in ranked matches. I've only ever really used the loner deck for the solos. Oh, maybe I'll check it out later. See if I feel like playing it for tomorrow. I could just continue to draw. But I don't know what to draw either. I'm just so lost. Damn. it's kind of close, but not close enough. People would either play with the flow. I see, I see. That must have been a very rough. There's one thing I still haven't tried though. I think I already finished my cyber dick stick, and I still haven't tried it out in an actual match. So maybe I can do that if I ever do decide on playing it tomorrow. The flu deck is a deck of cute birds that are annoying as well. Yes, birds really are annoying, aren't they? It is satisfying to play with, but the flu mirror is atrocious. Mega cheap? Okay, time to buy it. You have to grind solo again. I'm like so poor. I could just make another account. I'm so lazy. We'll see, we'll see.
One from a legit looking business, and one from whatever this is.
I do not understand the colors. It kind of should be the same. Yeah, then the next part of the Crusader World Chalice cards. Is it good? Oh, the solo mode with the lore. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I thought you meant like they just added it without the story. Oh no! There's huge gaps. Oh no. Just undo, 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 undo. Is it even working? Ow, my fucking ankle. Am I even gonna do the pattern? No. No, I'm not. I probably should though. Maybe just a little bit. I just realized this is Dark Souls. I cannot relate. Ah, let's go back to Bloodborne. Ah, and my phone's YouTube is doesn't like it. I wonder if YouTube can track down audio CDs, VLCDs and all that. Never actually thought about that. It's always like music, right? Imagine if I play VLCDs on stream. uh, the amount of cringe. I don't think I've ever listened to one even with my friends. It always seems to be a private thing. But I did get to watch more with other people. So it's not like I'm above all that. And then brown. Okay. I did it once too and I don't get the appeal. What do you mean? Watching porn with others? I think it's only fun when you're like watching something that's not usual, you know? How do I put it? Like when it's really weird porn. Because you get to see the reaction of other people and you just laugh. Is it not that one? I mean, if it's bizarre, I get it. Otherwise, see. But yeah, it really is kind of weird. Seems like a private time thing that you're sharing with another person. Can't choose a color. It's too brown. Fine, let's just keep it like this. Hi. We colored the great one. Are you into weird or bad dubs? Uh, depends. Depends. In general, I don't like dubs. But if it's really, really bad, that it's good, I'll give it a chance. Oh shit, I'm too black. Not that that's bad, but my face is hidden. Uh, hmm, that seems a lot more reasonable. Brazilian Agumon to Greymon transformation is gone. Really? Can you link me? Kinda wanna see that. Actually, you know what? I'll search for it. Hash German. Brazilian Agumon to Greymon. How do you know if it's Brazilian? That is. I don't think that's it. Is it this one? Agumon digivol Lucion Portuguesa.
Agumon digivol para
One more time. One more time. Can you do that again? No. I don't want ads. I don't want ads. Do it again. Make me louder this time.
Agumon digivol para
Is this real? What? I am so confused. It's real? Oh no. Yeah, when it's like that, you just can't say no, you know. Oh, hold on. Something we can do is listen to my favorite creepypasta. I wonder if it's still alive. I haven't listened to it in a whole while. I am very specific. I want that one dude that did it. I forgot his name. Is it this one? Join me. I hope this is it. There we go. Yeah, I missed Jeff on it.
Psychosis.
Does that hurt? I hope it is. I hope it.
Narrated by Jeff Clement.
Yeah? Okay, good. Let's listen. I remember I was at work and listened to this and I felt so spooked. But it's not like it's that scary. It's just, it's creepy.
Sunday. I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not my computer. I guess I've just noticed some odd things. It's not that I don't trust the computer, I just need to organize my thoughts. I need to get down all the details somewhere subjective, somewhere I know that what I write can't be deleted or changed. Not that that's happened, it's just everything blurs together here, and the fog of memory lends a strange cast to things. I was starting to feel cramped in this small apartment. Maybe that's the problem. I just I had to go and choose the cheapest apartment, the only one in the basement. The lack of windows down here makes day and night seem to slip by seamlessly. I haven't been out in a few days because I've been working on this programming project so intensively. I suppose I just wanted to get it done. Hours of sitting and staring at a monitor can make anyone feel strange, I know, but I don't think that's it. I'm not sure when I first started to feel like something was on me. I can't even define what it is. Maybe I just haven't talked to anyone in a while. That's the first thing that crept up on me. Everyone I normally talk to online while I program has been idle, or they're simply not logged on at all. My instant messages go unanswered. The last email I got from anybody was a friend saying he talked to me when he got back from the store. But, no, that was yesterday. I'd call with my cell phone, but reception's terrible down here. Yeah, that's it. I just need to call someone. I'm gonna go outside. Well, that didn't work out so well. As the tingle of fear fades, I'm feeling a little ridiculous for being scared at all. I looked in the mirror before I went out, but I didn't shave the 2-day stubble I'd grown. I figured I was just going out for a quick cell phone call. I did change my shirt, though, because it was lunchtime, and I guess that I'd run into at least one person. That didn't end up happening. Wish it did. When I went out, I opened the door to my small apartment slowly.
Oh no, internet, my
small
worst
feeling
nightmare.
Apprehension had somehow already lodged itself in me for some indefinable reason. I chalked it up to having not spoken to anyone but myself for a day or two. I peered down the dingy gray hallway, made dingier by the fact that it was a basement hallway. On one end, a large metal door led to the building's furnace room. It was locked, of course. 2 dreary soda machines stood by it. I bought a soda from one the first day I moved in, but it had a 2-year-old expiration date. I'm fairly sure nobody knows those machines are even down here. And my cheap landlady just doesn't care to get them stocked. I closed my door softly and walked in the other direction, taking care not to make a sound. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving in to the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machines, at least for the moment. I got to the stairwell and took the stairs up to the building's front door. I looked through the heavy door's small square window and received quite the shock. It was definitely not lunchtime. City gloom hung over the dark street outside, and the traffic lights at the intersection in the distance peaked yellow. Dim clouds, purple and black from the glow of the city, hung overhead. Nothing moved, save the few sidewalk trees that shifted in the wind. I remember shivering, though I wasn't cold. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door, and I knew it was that unique kind of late-night wind, the kind that was constant,
Oh boy.
cold and quiet, save for the rhythmic music it made as it passed through countless unseen tree limbs. I decided not to go outside.
Good call.
Instead, I lifted my cell phone to the door's little window and checked the signal. The bars filled up the meter, and I smiled. Trying to hear someone else's voice. It was such a strange thing to be afraid of nothing. I shook my head, laughing at myself silently. I hit speed dial on my best friend Amy's number and held the phone up to my ear. It rang once, but then it stopped. Nothing happened.
Weird.
I listened to silence for a good 20 seconds, then hung up. I frowned and looked at the signal meter again. Still dead. I went to dial her number again, but then my phone rang in my hand, startling me. I put it up to my ear. Hello? I asked,
Hello?
immediately fighting down the small shock of hearing my first spoken voice in days, even if it was my own. I'd gotten used to the droning hum of the building's inner workings, the computer and the soda machines in the hall. There was no response to my greeting at first, but then finally the voice came.
Hey,
Said a clear male voice.
What's up?
Obviously a college age like me.
who's that?
Joan, I replied, confused.
Oh, sorry. Wrong number.
He replied. Then I lowered the phone slowly and leaned against the thick brick wall of the stairway. It was strange. I looked at my received calls list, but the number was unfamiliar. Before I could think on it further, the phone rang loudly, shocking yet again. This time, I looked at the caller before I answered. It was another unfamiliar number. This time, I held the phone up to my ear, but said nothing. I heard nothing but the general background noise of the phone. Then, a familiar voice broke my attention.
John?
Was the single word in Amy's voice. I breathed a sigh of relief. Hey, it's you, I replied.
Who else would it be?
She responded.
Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 7th Street, and my phone died just as you called me. This is someone else's phone, obviously.
Oh, okay, I said.
Where are you?
She asked. My eyes glanced over to the drab, whitewashed, cylinder block walls and heavy metal door with its small window. At my building, I sighed. Just feeling cooped up. I didn't realize it was so late,
You should come here.
she said, laughing. Nah, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night, I said, looking
It's
out the window
nighttime.
at
Go
the
to
silent,
sleep.
windy street. It secretly scared me just a tiny bit. I think I'm just gonna keep working or go to bed,
Nonsense!
she replied.
I can come get you. Your building is close to 7th Street, right?
How drunk are you? I asked lightheartedly. You know where I live,
Oh, of course.
she said abruptly.
I guess I
Sus.
can't get there by walking, huh?
You could if you wanted to waste half an hour, I told her.
Right.
She said.
Okay, have to go. Good luck with your work.
Sus.
I lowered the phone once more, looking at the number
Go to
flash
sleep.
as the call went, and the
Exactly.
groaning silence
Just go to
suddenly
sleep.
reasserted itself in my ears. The two strange calls on the eerie street outside just drove home my aloneness in this empty stairwell. Perhaps from having seen too many scary movies, I had the inexplicable idea that something could look in the door's window and see me. Some sort of horrible entity that hovered at the edge of aloneness,
Yeah,
just waiting
wouldn't
to
that be
creep up
weird?
on unsuspecting people that strayed too far from other human beings. I knew the fear was irrational, but nobody was around, so I jumped down the stairs, ran down the hallway into my room, and closed the door as swiftly as I could while still staying silent. Like I said, I feel a little ridiculous for being scared of nothing. My fear has already faded. Writing this down helps a lot. It makes me realize that nothing's wrong. It filters out half-formed thoughts and fears and leaves only cold, hard facts. It's late. I got a call from the wrong number. Amy's phone died, so she called me back from another number. Nothing strange has happened.
Yeah, nothing strange.
Still, there was something a little off about that conversation. I know it could have just been the alcohol she had. Was it even? Maybe it seemed off.
I know, Lincoln.
Yes, that was it. I didn't realize it until this moment, writing these things down. I knew writing things down would help. She said she was at a party, but I only heard silence in the background.
Exactly. Sus.
That doesn't mean anything in particular, because she could have just gone outside and...
No. Very sus.
No. That couldn't be it either. I didn't hear the wind.
Exactly.
I need to see if the wind is still blowing. Monday. I forgot to finish writing last night.
Sure.
I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stairwell and looked out the heavy metal door's window. I'm feeling ridiculous. Last night's fear seems hazy and unreasonable to me now. I can't wait to go out into the sun. I'm gonna check my email, shave, shower, and finally get out of here.
Okay.
Wait,
The mud.
I think I heard something.
What you hear, bro?
It was thunder. That whole sunlight and fresh air thing didn't happen. I went out into the stairwell and up the stairs, only to find disappointment.
Same.
The heavy metal door's little window showed in flowing water as torrential rain slammed against it. Only a very dim, gloomy light filtered in through the rain. But at least I knew it was daytime, even if it was a gray, sickly, wet day. I tried looking out of the window and waiting for lightning to illuminate the gloom, but the rain was too heavy, and I couldn't make out anything more than vague, weird shapes moving at odd angles in the leaves washing down the window. Disappointed, I turned around, but I didn't want to go back to my room. Instead, I wandered further up the stairs, past the first floor and the second. The stairs ended at the third floor, the highest floor in the building. I looked through the glass that ran up the outer wall of the stairwell. It was that warped, thick kind that scatters the light. Not that there was much to see through the rain.
Yes.
I opened the stairwell door and wandered down the hall. The 10 or so thick wooden doors.
Heavy
Into
rain is
blue
David
long
Cage
time
the
ago.
crib.
They
No!
were all closed. I listened as I walked, but it was
He's
the
not
middle of the
here.
day, so I wasn't surprised that I heard nothing but the rain outside. As I stood there in the dim hallway, listening to the rain, I had a strange, fleeting impression that the doors were standing like silent granite monuments,
Yes.
erected by some ancient, forgotten civilization for some unfathomable guardian purpose. Lightning flashed, and I could have sworn that, just for a moment, the old grainy blue wood looked just like rough stone. I laughed at myself, letting my imagination...
That's still not ringing any bells.
Then it occurred to me that the dim gloom and lightning must mean that there was a window somewhere in the hallway. Vague memories surfaced, and I suddenly recalled that the third floor had an alcove and an inset window halfway down the floor's hallway. Excited to look out into the rain and possibly see another human being, I quickly walked over to the alcove, finding the large, thin glass window. Rain washed down as with the front doors when but I could open this one. I reached a hand out to slide it open, but hesitated. I had the slightest feeling
Strangest feeling again.
if I opened that window,
Trust that gut, man.
I would see something absolutely horrifying on the other side. Everything's been so odd lately.
Yes.
So I came up with a plan.
Surely there
Came
won't
back
be
here
spooky
to
things.
get what I needed. I don't seriously think anything will come of it, but I'm bored, it's raining,
Yeah, he's still
and I'm
bored.
going stir. I came back to get my webcam. The cord isn't long enough to reach the third floor by any means, so
Sure,
instead I'm going to hide it between the two soda machines in the dark end of the basement hall.
sure.
Run the wire along the wall and under my door, and put black duct tape over the wire to blend it in with the black plastic strip that runs from the base to all those walls. I know this is silly, but I don't have anything better to do.
Uh-huh.
Well, nothing happened.
For
I
now.
popped open the hallway to stairwell door, steeled myself, then flung the heavy front door wide open and ran like hell down the stairs to my room and slammed the door. I watched the webcam on my computer intently, seeing the hallway outside my door and most of the stairwell. I'm watching it right now, and I don't see anything interesting. I just wish the camera's position was different so that I could see out the front door. Oh, hey, somebody's online.
Somebody. Just
I
one
brought out
person.
an older, less functional webcam that I had in my closet to video chat with my friend.
Oh no.
I couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to video chat, but it felt good to see another person's face. We couldn't talk very long. We didn't talk about anything meaningful, but I felt much better. My strange fear had almost passed. I would feel completely better, but there was something odd about the
Again.
conversation. I know that I've said that everything has seemed odd,
Yes.
but still, he was very vague in his responses. I can't recall one specific thing that he said. No particular name, or place, or event. But he did ask for my email address to keep in touch.
Oh no.
Wait. I just got an email. I'm about to go out. I just got an email from Amy that asked me to meet her for dinner at the place we usually go. I do love pizza, and I've just been eating random food from my poorly stocked fridge for days, so I can't wait. Again, I feel ridiculous about the odd couple of days I've been having. I should destroy this journal when I get back. Oh. Another one. Oh my god. I almost left the email and opened the door.
Oh my god.
I almost opened the door. But I read the email first.
Oh no.
It was from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time. And it was sent to a huge number of emails that must have been every person he had saved in his address list. It had no subject, and it said simply, "Seen with your own eyes. Don't trust them, they." What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means you're in danger, bro.
Words shock me, and I keep going over and over them. Is it a desperate email sent just as something happened? The words are obviously cut off without finishing. On any other day, I would have dismissed this as spam from a computer virus or something, but the words, "seen with your own eyes."
Don't worry about it.
I can't help but read over this journal and think back on the last few days. and realized that I have not seen another person with my own eyes or talked to another person face to face.
Yes.
The webcam conversation with my friend was so strange, so vague, so eerie, now that I think about it.
They're onto you, bro.
Eerie? Where's the fear clouding my memory?
They're onto you, bro.
My mind toys with the progression of events I've written here, pointing out that I've not been presented with one single fact that I did not specifically give out.
He only noticed it after a few days.
Random wrong number that got my name, and the subsequent strange return call from Amy, the friend that asked for my email address. I messaged him first when I saw him online. And then I got my first email a few minutes after that conversation. Oh my god. That phone call with Amy. I said, over the phone, that I was within a half hour's walk of 7th Street.
Oh boy.
They know that I'm near here.
Yeah.
What if they're trying to find me?
Yeah.
Where is everyone else? Why haven't I seen or heard anyone else in days? No. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I need to calm down.
Self-talks. I know, right?
I don't know what to think. I ran about my apartment furiously, holding my cell phone up to every corner to see if it got a signal through the heavy walls. Finally, in the tiny bathroom near one ceiling corner, I got a single bar. Holding my phone there, I sent a text message to every number in my list. Not wanting to betray anything about my unfounded fears, I simply sent, "You seen anyone face to face lately?" At that point, I just wanted any reply back. I didn't care what the reply was or if I embarrassed myself. I tried to call someone a few times, but I couldn't get my head up high enough, and if I brought my cell phone down even an inch, it lost signal. Then I remembered the computer and rushed over to it, instant messaging everyone online. Most were idle or away from their computer. Nobody
That's not
responded.
suspicious to you?
My messages grew more frantic, and I started telling people where I was and to stop by in person for a host of barely passable reasons. I didn't care about anything by that point. I just needed to see another person. I also tore apart my apartment, looking for something that I might have missed, some way to contact another human being without opening the door. I know it's crazy. I know it's unfounded, but what if?
Yeah, what if, man?
What if? I just need to be sure. I taped the phone to the ceiling, just in case.
Oh, here we go.
Tuesday. The phone rang.
Yay!
Exhausted from last night's rampage, I must have fallen asleep. I woke up to the phone ringing and ran into the bathroom, stood on the toilet, and flipped open the phone taped to the ceiling. It was Amy, and I feel so much better. She was really worried about me, and apparently had been trying to contact me since the last time I talked to her. She's coming over now, and yes, she knows where I am without me telling her. I feel so embarrassed. I'm definitely throwing this journal away before anyone sees it. I don't even know why I'm writing in it now. Maybe it's just because it's the only communication I've had at all since God knows when. I look like hell, too. I looked in the mirror before I came back in here. My eyes are sunken, my stubble is thicker, and I just look generally unhealthy. My apartment is trashed, but I'm not going to clean it up. I think someone else needs to see what I've been through. These past few days have not been normal. I am not one to imagine things. I know I have been the victim of extreme probability. I probably missed seeing another person a dozen times. I just happened to go out when it was late at
Yeah,
night
just
or
everything
middle
just
of the day
happened to
when everyone
happen.
was gone. Everything's perfectly fine. I know this now. Plus, I found something in the closet last night that has helped me tremendously. Television. I set it up just before I wrote this, and it's on in the background. Television has always been my
Open the
escape.
door to me, Emily, or whatever her name
It
was.
reminds me that there's a world beyond these dingy brick walls. I'm glad Amy's the only one that responded to me after last night's frantic pestering of everyone I could contact. She's been my best friend for years. She doesn't know it, but I count the day that I met her among one of the few moments of true happiness in my life.
Wow, okay.
I remember that warm, sunny day fondly.
Summer day.
Seems a different reality from this dark, rainy, lonely place. I feel like I spent days sitting in that playground, much too old to play, just talking with them and hanging around, doing nothing at all. I still feel like I can go back to that moment sometime.
You know how I like to joke about not knowing
Yes,
anything.
yes.
No!
It's not.
Oh, here we go.
A knock on the door. I thought it was odd that I couldn't see her through the camera I hid between the two soda machines. I figured that it was bad positioning, like when I couldn't see out the front door. I should have known.
You should
I
have.
should have known. After the knock, I yelled through the door jokingly that I had a camera between the soda machines, because I was embarrassed myself that I had taken this paranoia so far. After I did that, I saw her image walk over to the camera and look down at me. She smiled and waved.
Hey!
She said to the camera, brightly, giving it a wry look. It's weird, I know, I said into the mic attached to my computer. I've had a weird few days,
Must have.
she replied.
Open the door, John.
Open the door.
I hesitated. How could I be sure? Hey, humor me a second here, I told her through the mic. Tell me one thing about it. Just prove to me that you're you. She gave the camera a weird look.
Alright.
She said slowly, thinking.
We met randomly at a playground when we were both way too old to be there.
I sighed deeply as reality returned and fear faded. God, it's been so ridiculous. Of course it was Amy. That day wasn't anywhere in the world except in my memory. I'd never even mentioned it to anyone. Not out of embarrassment, but out of a strange secret nostalgia, a longing for those days to return. If there was some unknown force at work trying to trick me, as I feared, there was no way they could know that day.
Yes. There's no way.
All right, I'll explain everything, I told her. Be right there. I ran to my small bathroom and fixed my hair as best I could. I looked like hell, but she would understand. Snickering at my own unbelievable behavior and the mess I'd made of the place, I walked to the door. I put my hand on the doorknob and gave the mess one last look. So ridiculous, I thought.
Gotta
My
look this
eyes
for
pushed over
Amy.
the half-eaten food lying on the ground, the overflowing trash bin, and the bed that I tipped to the side looking for God knows what. I almost turned to the door and opened it.
You almost did it, man.
My eyes fell on one last thing. The old webcam. The one I used for that eerily vacant chat with my friend. Its silent black sphere lay haphazardly tossed to the side, its lens pointed at the table of this journal.
Uh-huh.
An overwhelming terror took me as I realized that if something could see through that camera, it would have seen what I just wrote about that day.
Uh-huh.
I asked her for any one thing about us, and she chose the only thing in the world that I thought they, or it, would not know.
Uh-huh.
But it did. It did know. It could have been watching me the whole time. I didn't open the door.
Oh.
I screamed. I screamed in uncontrollable terror. I stomped on the old webcam on the floor. The door shook, and the doorknob
It took
tried
him a
to
while.
turn, but I didn't hear Amy's voice through the door. Was the basement door made to keep out drafts too thick? Or was Amy not outside? What could have been trying to get in, if not her? What the hell is out there?
I don't know, bro.
I saw her on my
Gotta
computer
open the door.
through the camera outside. I heard her on the speakers through the camera outside. But was it real? How can I know? She's gone now. I screamed and shouted for help. I piled up everything in my apartment against the front door.
Dun dun dun.
Friday. At least. I think that's.
I hope he's eating.
I broke everything electronic. I
Fake
smashed my
Amy
computer to
is
pieces.
probably better
Every
than
single thing
real
on there could
Amy.
have been accessed by network access.
She came, but I don't
worse,
see Amy.
altered. I'm a programmer.
True.
I know every little piece of information I gave out since this started. My name, my email, my location. None of it came back from outside until I gave it out. I've been going over and over what I wrote. I've been pacing back and forth, alternating between stark terror and overpowering disbelief. Sometimes I'm absolutely certain some phantom entity is dead set on the simple goal of getting me to go outside.
Do it. Just
Back
go
to the
outside.
beginning. With the phone call from Amy, she was effectively asking me to open the door and go outside.
Yeah, bro, just go outside.
I kept running it through my head. One point of view says I've acted like a madman, and all of
Which
this
you did.
is extreme convergence of probability. Never going outside at the right times by pure luck, never seeing another person by pure
Touch
chance,
grass.
getting a random nonsense email from some computer virus just at the right time. The other point of view says that extreme convergence of probability is the reason that whatever's out there hasn't gotten me already.
Uh-huh.
I keep thinking, I never opened the window on the third floor. I never opened the front door until that incredibly stupid stunt with the hidden camera, after which I ran straight to my room and slammed the door. I haven't opened my own solid door since I flung open the front door of the building. Whatever's out there, if anything, never made an appearance in the building before I opened the front door. Maybe the reason it wasn't in the building already was that it was elsewhere, getting everyone else.
Oh.
And then it waited until I betrayed my existence by trying to call Amy. A call which didn't work until it called me and asked me my name.
Uh-huh.
Terror literally overwhelms me every time I try to fit the pieces of this nightmare together. That email, short cut off? Was it from someone trying to get word out? Some friendly voice desperately trying to warn me before it came? Seeing with my own eyes, I don't trust them. Exactly what I've been so suspicious of. It could have masterful control of all things electronic, practicing its insidious deception to trick me into coming outside. Why can't it get in? It knocked on the door. It must have some solid presence. Door. The image of those doors in the upper hallway, those guardian monoliths, flashes back in my mind every time I trace this path of thought. If there is some phantom entity trying to get me to go outside, maybe it can't get through doors.
Maybe it's like a
Thinking back over
vampire,
all
you
the
know?
books I've read or
Can't enter a
movies I've
place
seen,
without
trying
permission.
to generate some explanation for this. Doors have always been such intense foci for human imagination, always seen as wards or portals of special importance. Or perhaps the door is just too thick. I know that I couldn't bash my way through any of the doors in this building, let alone the heavy basement ones. Aside from that, the real question is, why does it even want me? If it just
Yeah, what makes
wanted
you
to kill
special,
me,
bro?
it could do it any number of ways, including just waiting until I starve to death. What if it doesn't want to kill me? What if it has some far more horrific fate in store for me? God, what can I do to escape this nightmare?
Nothing. Oh boy.
A knock on the door. I told the people on the other side of the door that I need a minute to think, and I'll come out.
What if it's nice
I'm really
and
just
has
writing this down so I can figure out what
Yeah,
to do.
I mean, he
At
can't
least
know for
this
sure,
time,
right?
I heard their voices. My paranoia. And yes, I recognize I'm being paranoid. It has me thinking of all sorts of ways that their voices could be faked electronically. There could be nothing but speakers outside, simulating human voices. Did it really take them 3 days to come to talk to me? Amy is supposedly out there along with 2 policemen and a psychiatrist. Maybe it took me 3 days to think of what to say to me. The psychiatrist's claim could be pretty convincing. If I decided to think this has all been a crazy misunderstanding, some entity trying to trick me into opening the door.
Just open the door, bro.
The psychiatrist had an older voice, authoritarian yet still caring. I liked it. I'm desperate just to see someone with my own eyes. He said, I have something called cyber psychosis, and I'm just one of a nationwide epidemic of thousands of people having breakdowns triggered by a suggestive email that got through somehow. I swear, he said, got through somehow. I think that means spread throughout the country inexplicably, but I'm incredibly suspicious that the entity slipped up and revealed something. He said I'm part of a wave of emergent behavior, that a lot of other people are having the same problem with the same fears, even though they've never communicated. That neatly explains the strange email that it finds. I didn't get the original triggering email. I got a descendant on it. My friend could have broken down too and tried to warn everyone he knew against his paranoid fears. That's how the problem spreads, the psychiatrist claims. I could have spread it too with my texts and instant messages online to everyone I knew. One of those people might be melting down right now after being triggered by something I sent them, something they might interpret any way they want. Something like a text saying, "See me face to face." The psychiatrist told me that he didn't want to lose another one. That people like me.
Oh, it stopped. I'm sorry. Hold on. 42:20. Let me just restart YouTube.
The psychiatrist had an older voice, authoritarian yet still caring. I liked it. I'm desperate just to see someone with my own eyes. He said I have something called cyber psychosis.
There you go.
We draw connections so well that we draw them even when they shouldn't be there. He said it's easy to get caught up in paranoia in our fast-paced world, a constantly changing place where more and more of our interaction is simulated. I have to give him one thing. It's a great explanation.
It's very clever.
It neatly explains everything. It perfectly explains everything, in fact. I have every reason to shake off this nightmarish fear that something or consciousness or being out there wants me to open the door so it can capture me for some horrible fate worse than death. It would be foolish, after hearing an explanation, to stay in here until I starve to death just to spite the entity that might have got everyone else. It would be foolish to think that, after hearing that explanation, I might be one of the last people left alive on an empty world.
True.
Hiding in my secure basement room. Spiting some unthinkable deceptive entity just by refusing to be captured. It's a perfect explanation for every single strange thing I've seen or heard. And I have every reason in the world to let all of my fears go and open the door.
Just open the door, bro.
That's exactly why I'm not going to. How can I be sure? How can I know what's real and what's deception? All of these damn things with their wires and their signals that originate from some unseen origin. They're not real. I can't be sure. Signals through a camera, faked video, deceptive phone calls, emails.
I mean, I
Even
guess that would have
television
worked too,
line
yeah.
broken on. How can I possibly know it's real? It's just signals, waves, light. The door.
Oh boy.
It's bashing on the door.
Oh no.
It's trying to get in.
Oh boy.
What insane mechanical contrivance could it be using to simulate the sound of men attacking the heavy woods so well? At least I'll finally see it with my own eyes.
Yes.
There's nothing left in here for it to deceive me with.
Correct.
I've ripped apart everything else. It can't deceive my eyes, can it? Seeing with your own eyes. Don't trust them. They... Wait. Was that desperate message telling me to trust my eyes? Or warning me about my eyes too? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's the difference between a camera and my eyes? They both turn light into electrical signals. They're the same.
They're the same.
I can't be deceived. I have to be sure. I have to be sure.
Well, I guess he did that.
Eight. Um, I calmly asked for paper and a pen. Day and night, until it finally gave me to me. Nothing matters. You poked my eyes out.
You already did.
The bandages feel like part of me now. The pain is gone. I figured this would be one of my last chances to write legibly. Without my sight to correct mistakes, my hands were slow to forget emotions involved. This is a sort of self-indulgence, this writing. So, rather, another time, because I'm certain everyone left me is dead. Or something far worse. I sit against the party. Day. The entity brings me food and water. Masks itself. Kind of nurse. As an unsympathetic doctor. I think it knows that my healing shall be considered. Now that I let me go first. Fix conversations in the hallways. And not chance. One of the nurses talks about having babies. One of the doctors lost his wife to college. And she does.
Oh boy.
That's the worst part. The part I almost can't handle. The thing comes to me, masquerading as Amy.
Oh.
Its recreation is perfect. It sounds exactly like Amy. Feels exactly like her. It even produces a reasonable facsimile of tears that it makes me feel on its lifelike cheeks. When it first dragged me here, it told me all the things I wanted to hear. It told me that she loved me.
Oh boy.
That she had always loved me. And it didn't understand why I did this. We can still have a life together. If only I would stop insisting that I was being deceived.
If only.
It wanted me to believe. No. It needed me to believe that she was real. I almost fell for it. I really did. I doubted myself for the longest time. In the end, though, it was all too perfect. Too flawless. Too real. The false Amy used to come every day. And then every week. And finally, stopped coming altogether.
Yeah. Bamboozled and scammed indeed.
But I don't think the entity will give up. I think the waiting game is just another one of its gambits. I will resist it. for the rest of my life, if I have to. I don't know what happened to the rest of the world, but I do know that this thing needs me to fall for its deceptions. If it needs that, then maybe, just maybe, I am a thorn in its agenda. Maybe he's still alive out there somewhere.
Maybe.
Kept alive only by my will to resist the deceiver. I hold on to that hope, rocking back and forth in my cell to pass the time. I will never give in. I will never break. I am a hero.
Wow.
The doctor read the paper the patient had scribbled on. It was barely readable, written in the shaky script of one who could not see. He wanted to smile at the man's steadfast resolve, a reminder of the human will to survive, but he knew that the patient was completely delusional. After all, the same man would have fallen for the deception long ago. The doctor wanted to smile. He wanted to whisper words of encouragement to the delusional man. He wanted to scream. But the nerve filaments wrapped around his head and into his eyes made him do otherwise. His body walked into the cell like a puppet and told the patient once more that he was wrong. And there was nobody trying to deceive him.
So yeah, that was my favorite creepypasta of all time. I like it because it's not, it's just the right kind of scary, but also dumb. And also I listened to this when I was like really alone. I think it was like back in college, late college. Apparently this was released like 8 years ago. But I think the story itself is like older than that. You can listen to one more. I think it was I think the last piece of literature that made me get all spooked was like some Pokemon creepypasta when I was no. You enjoy spooky reads. Same. I like it very much. I think it's very much saturated now though. There's not a lot that is actually good enough for me to be invested to listen to it until the end or like read until the end. But yeah, there are still stories like this that exist, and I'm quite happy about that. Okay, let's listen to Annie is typing. It's also
Kain tayo!
oh,
Friends tayo!
it's also one of the good ones. Alright.
Chilling tales for dark nights.
I like to look for the word each author gets obsessed with. I do that with fanfics, but
While
not
playing around
creepypasta.
with WhatsApp, I stumbled across a weird chat history between two people I don't know. It scared the hell out of me. When I tried to find it again, the app crashed and kept crashing. Luckily, I managed to make a copy. Here it is.
You asleep?
No, guess you're not either.
Can't. It's the wind. Sounds like cats fighting. What's your excuse?
Studying.
So that's what they call porn now?
Annie,
I like that part.
Not denying it.
I still can't believe what Johnny did today.
Me neither. That boy has issues. What the fuck? The wind's so loud. That doesn't seem normal.
It's me again.
No
Don't
one
worry, I
over
got
here.
cyber.
It's raining.
Lucky you. I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same
Damn
voice
right you
actor.
do.
What? You mean I look... Shit. I think I heard footsteps on the gravel outside.
Get your crazy dad to check it out.
I'm home alone. The family on holiday, remember?
Surely
I
nothing
told you
spooky will
this.
happen to me this time.
Really? Till when? You should
You're
find
right.
out.
They really sound like footsteps, but there's something odd about them.
Oh no.
I should look out the window,
Something's
but my
odd
bed is
again.
so warm.
What will we do?
What if there really is someone there in your garden,
Oh, my.
looking up at you?
Oh no.
Not funny, David.
Wow, chill. I'm sure it's nothing.
Gonna check. Be right back.
I like the narrative that this is the same.
There's something strange in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. Who are you gonna call?
David! There's someone in the garden.
Oh no.
What? Really?
Yes! I can see a man's back.
What's he doing?
He's looking for something. On his hands and knees in the bushes.
He's sucking someone else. I don't know.
He must be high. Probably looking for his drugs.
David, this is
Western
serious.
makes me feel
What should I do?
Nothing. He'll probably go away by himself.
Oh my god, now he's digging with his bare hands. He's ruining the garden. Shit, he's turning around.
What does he look like?
David, what the fuck? This isn't funny.
What?
How are you doing that?
What are you talking about?
I can see you.
Oh,
In my
no.
garden. How are you writing here without touching your phone? Look up. I'm by the window. Can't you hear me banging on it?
Fuck, Annie, now you're scaring me too. I'm definitely not in your garden. That's not me.
Stop playing around.
Oh,
I can see
boy.
your face, and you're wearing that stupid football jacket you're so proud of.
It must be someone who looks like me. Honestly, Annie, I'm at home. I wouldn't play around like that.
It has to be a friend of yours, David. Playing a sick prank. How else could he be wearing your jacket?
Exactly.
There are loads of jackets like that. My friends don't look anything like me. You just have me on your mind.
He's ticking again. Fucking leave already!
Annie, do you have a gun in your house?
Don't be stupid, David. I couldn't shoot anyone.
You don't have to use it. Just
Threaten.
show that you carry it.
Yeah.
Doesn't that jacket have your name on the back?
Yeah, the team all got
No,
one with their name on it.
good.
I can see your fucking name!
What?
Don't trust your eyes.
What the hell is this, David?
Don't trust your eyes.
Annie, that jacket's in my closet.
Fuck, he's seen me. Why is he smiling like that? He's coming!
Call the cops! Annie? Annie, pick up!
Pick up.
I've called the cops, told them there's a break-in attempt at your place. They said they're on their way, but it'll take about
Just
a half an
FaceTime her,
hour.
bro. Yeah. Stop messaging.
Annie? Are you there?
It's in the house. Oh no, can't talk, I have to be quiet. Lights off. I'm in a closet with a knife. Hard to type. Shaking too much.
Fuck. Hang in there, Annie. The police will be there in 20 minutes. Do you know where he is?
Not
Are you okay?
look at that. When it saw me, David. No person could look like that.
Jesus Christ. Does it know where you are?
If you don't shut up,
No,
he will.
I grabbed the knife when I saw it running toward the house, and I got in the closet when I heard it breaking in.
Okay. Good. You'll be fine. Druggy doesn't have the brains to find something hiding in the closet. The police will be there soon.
Oh God. It's calling out to me.
Oh no.
It doesn't sound like you, David. Its voice is so deep. Filling the house. Filling my head.
What is it saying?
The first place everyone
Come
would
out,
look at.
Annie.
I agree.
I just want to look at you. It keeps repeating that over and over. Have I gone mad, David?
What do you mean better
That's
than
what it
yours?
feels like.
Just 10 more minutes, Annie. Keep it together.
Yes, keep
You
it
are
together.
so strong. You will get through this.
Uh-huh.
It's coming up the stairs, but so slowly.
This deep
Irregular
voice.
steps. Why does it look like you, David? Why you?
I don't know.
I don't know, Annie. Please believe me.
Can you make it stop? Please make it stop.
I would if I could, I promise you.
It's at the end of the hall.
Oh no.
David, I didn't say anything to my parents when they left. I was listening to music. Is that the last time I see them?
Mayhaps.
Annie,
This has something to do with you, David. Only you can make it stop. Think fast.
Think fast.
I don't know, Annie. God, please.
Please.
It might be because I think about you so much.
Oh. Confession.
I think about you all the time.
So stop.
I don't know how.
And he's getting mind
It's
broken.
creepy. Something on the wall is getting closer. Please, David.
Not the time.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
It's slowing down. Try harder. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Is it really though?
It stopped. I can't hear anything.
Really? Don't go out yet. Stay put until the police get there.
What should I tell them if he's gone?
Everything, Annie. Everything you told me.
I didn't know you felt that way about me, David.
Oh, I'm so glad it stopped.
Can you come over in the morning, David? I really need to see you.
Of course, Annie. I'll be there.
Great. Can't wait.
Oh,
Annie.
oh,
Annie? How do I know this is you?
yeah, that was short and sweet. I like it. So yeah, that was Annie 96's typing. Good times. I wonder if they still have like the other stuff that I used to listen to before. There's a lot of short stories that are really good. I wonder if this is it. Oh shit! There was a knock on the window. That was short. Maybe something longer. And I'm sorry, but I defected. I'm a My Hero fan now. Oh, is it because of someone died? It's not Deku. Bakugo, right? What's up? Are you affected by the fact that he died? Quick tie, don't trust your eyes. Aw, Ty missed a really good one a while ago. Rip and dip, man. Also, welcome. Alright, let's listen to another thing. I mean, I didn't read the manga, so I didn't know Bakugo died. Oh. Sorry, spoilers! I thought you were happy that Bakugo died. Whatever it is, I have you muted. No spoilers here. I'm not looking at chat either. Okay. No, I'm really sad because I was trying to think Bakugo's an actually well-written character. Well, sucks for you. You safe? I muted. Yeah. Safe. Safe now. Let's listen to another one. You know what? Work needs me, so I'll have this while I open my work laptop. Enjoy it with me.
Ang allergies, kapatan mo ng malakas na medicine. Switch to Benadryl 1. 2 times more powerful allergy relief. Para mas malayo ang mararating. Mas magaling ka with Benadryl 1.
No ads, please. Nice. too soft.
I lay in my bed, restless and alone on a dark and silent night.
Creepy, creepy.
I toss and turn in my bed, trying to find a comfortable spot. And I feel uneasy. Something about tonight just didn't feel right. And I toss and turn until I finally find a comfortable position. I close my eyes. But it doesn't make a difference. It's too dark in my room to see a thing anyways. I guess it takes time
No,
for my eyes to
Nico.
adjust to it. I lay there, still and silent, on a dark and dank night. My body is relaxed. My mind is blank. And I'm ready for some much needed rest. Instantly, the silence is shattered, and my mind fills with fearful thoughts as my startled eyes flash open. It's almost undoubtedly the sound of a fist on glass.
Yes.
But no, it couldn't be. What would someone's motivation be to wake someone alone in their home? No, think logically. If someone wanted to break in, why would they warn me with a knock? They'd just break in, making a loud and obvious noise, or try to be as silent as possible. Why would they knock? Monsters don't exist. I could give myself some peace of mind and simply look out the window. But I'm facing the other way. I'm too timid to turn my head. Afraid of
This
finding
dude
my
just used
greatest
the word
fear standing outside
No.
my window. What could it be, though? Maybe a couple of birds flying in my window. No,
It must be
it's
birds.
too realistic. Could a group of kids be running around late at night knocking on windows to get a few laughs? It's a possibility. Come to think of it, maybe it was my imagination. Maybe I heard the usual creak in the house and my paranoid mind has mistaken it for a knock.
Oh yeah, it's the same voice actor again. I really like this
No,
guy.
it definitely wasn't my imagination. These damn kids are persistent. They don't want to quit until they get that reaction. Maybe some sick, twisted freak is standing outside waiting for me to look so we can smash through and attack them. Don't think that.
He has a nice voice. I agree.
Besides, he's outside. I'm inside. Did I
No
hear
monsters
shadow?
have gone over this
No,
one.
I'm safe.
It's so bad.
Monsters don't exist. Besides, I haven't moved yet. Hopefully those kids will think I'm a heavy sleeper and leave me alone. No, it can't be kids. No kid would wait around that long just to get a reaction from one lonely guy. He'd just get bored and move along. But what could it be? Why would a serial killer target me of all people? Think logically.
Yeah, think logically, man.
What's
Is this like ASMR but horror story or something?
There it's
It's not ASMR. I was
shadow. I'm safe.
I was just
But if it's not a monster,
providing
some
you
sort of
guys
killer,
with
what could it be?
one of my favorite
Maybe sleep. Maybe they'll go away.
creepypastas. And a while ago, while you were away, we listened to
Noise I hate more than a
Psychosis,
persistent
and
knock.
Annie is typing.
Please just go away.
So
Just leave
Linku's
me
like
alone. Let me
referencing
be.
those.
No hope. It's going to get in here and do sick and horrible things to me. Hell. Deep breaths. Feel my heart pounding in my chest. Just relax.
Yeah, just relax, man. Just
Everything's
relax. Yeah, it's creepypasta.
They're outside. I'm inside. Till I hear shadow and go and say, repeat that. Don't think the best of it. Just pretend to be asleep. Don't.
Just don't move, man. Just don't move. Making a narrative that this is all happening at the same time. Yeah.
To your shadow, no safe. Monsters don't exist. Deeply sleep, created from life. You're outside, I'm inside. In your shadow, I'm safe. Frightful tears begin to drip down my face. Monsters don't exist.
Yeah, monsters don't exist.
Monsters
Just
do not
sleep.
exist. I need to whisper to myself. Shh. Till I hear shadows.
Oh my god.
Can't take it anymore. I'm gonna go mad listening to these knocks. At least if I see what it is, I'll have peace of mind. Take a deep breath. Repeat to myself one more time. There, outside. I'm inside. Until I hear the shadow. I know I'm safe. Took a few more breaths. My heart pounding as hard as it's ever pounded in a mile. I slowly turn my head to face the window.
Oh boy.
My heart sinks into my chest.
Oh boy.
And I'm too afraid to scream or move. I turn my head to find a pale figure with beady black eyes staring through me and into my soul as a horrid grin creeps across its face. It was standing inside the whole time, knocking on my window.
Yeah, that was good. Simple. Very simple. Oh, Ty, you don't like it? I'm sorry, it's fine. It's just something I used to really consume daily back late college and my first few months at work. And I just wanted to share it for a little bit. So far I got paranoid, got his eyes off, and then got some cybernetic eye implants. And I got forced entry on her house. The guy who broke in looked like him, but wasn't he. He went away and he went to his house the next morning. Had a great time. Don't be sorry, it's still interesting. I just wouldn't choose to do it myself. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's something that not a lot of people would choose for themselves, yeah. I don't know if this is the same guy.
WS
I don't
Display
think it's the
stands
same
for
guy.
Wholesale Displays. We are a large.
Not sure.
Killing tales for dark nights.
Oh no, not that one, not that one. Almost forgot. This was really iconic back then. I don't know if you guys know about Jeff the Killer, but he did this so well. So we're gonna listen to that too. But Ty says, for a second I thought that the first second of that was just GTA V screen. Ah, it does sound like that, doesn't it? Anyway, let's listen to Jeff the Killer. This is like one of the most iconic creepypastas as well, and he read it really, really nicely, and I think you guys should just hear it. Because it's fun. Kind of talks about the whole history of the creepypasta and all. I think it's quite cool. This is a lot longer than the previous two. Almost as much as the Psychosis. Let's fucking go. So we're gonna talk about more of the lore in this one. The origin of the creepypasta. Damn, it has an intro. Begins. Right.
Line drive. 1 minute wait. Good for you. In line for plan after filtration. Before the liberation begin later.
It's the same voice actor.
After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the loose. After little evidence has been found, a young girl states that she survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells her story.
I woke up because I had a bad dream. I saw the window was open, but I know it was closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it. Then I crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and I saw a pair of eyes. And they weren't normal eyes, no. They were dark demon eyes. They just plain out terrified me. Then I saw his mouth. A long, sticky smile that really, really scared me even more. The guy stood there, watching me, but after like forever, he said it. He said, "Go to sleep." All crazy, and I screamed, and he had a knife, and he jumped on top of my bed, and I kicked and I punched and I rolled around, and I wanted him off. And that's when Daddy broke the door. The man threw a knife, and it hit Daddy's shoulder. I was so scared that I would.
Ah, you do know him, huh? Good,
And the
good.
police
Very
came.
nice.
The man went out of the room and down the hallway. Then I heard a big crash. I came out of my room. I saw the window was broke. I looked out and he disappeared. But I keep having bad dreams about that face, those eyes, that smile.
Oh, poor child.
Police are still on the lookout for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in this story,
Your girlfriend? You had a girlfriend
your local
today?
police department.
You couldn't sleep for like 3 days? Oh, I'm so sorry. But this is actually really good. It's very nicely done. Just don't look at the actual guy. Which I'm not doing on stream anyway, so we're fine.
Jeff and his family had just
And this is more of the
moved
lore.
into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Lou couldn't complain though. A new, better house. What was not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by.
Hello, I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and my son.
She turned around
Oh,
and
right.
called her son out.
Your really, really
Billy,
close
These are our
girlfriend.
new neighbors.
Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard.
Well, I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons, Jeff and me.
We were
They
just
each
talking about
introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family were done packing, Jeff went up to his mom.
Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party?
Yeah, why would you
If
do
haven't
that?
noticed, I'm not some dumb kid.
Congrats,
Jeff,
Ty.
we should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. And we're going to that party, and that's why, Mom.
Jeff started to talk,
Enjoy Ty.
But I don't even know that.
but stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything.
Ugh, forget it.
Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there, looking at his ceiling, when suddenly he got a weird feeling.
It's that
Not
weird
so much
feeling
a
again.
pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as just some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and get ready for school. As he sat there, eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling. This time,
There's a lot of
strong.
feeling in this one.
It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. As he and Lou finished breakfast, they walked down the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then, all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise.
Hey, what the hell?
The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands. The kid seemed to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wore an Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans.
Well, well, well. It looks like we got some new meat.
Suddenly, 2 other kids appeared. One was super skinny.
Internet historian
and the other
version
was
of
huge.
this. So funny.
Well, since you're new
No, I
here
haven't
and
yet,
all,
I think.
I'll go ahead and make the introduction.
But you can
Over
link it.
there, Keith.
Link it.
Jeff and Lou looked over
Link
to the
it
skinny kid.
on Discord.
He had a dopey face that you would expect aside from.
And he's true.
They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about obese. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling.
And most importantly, I am Randy. Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there is a small fair to ride the boat. If you catch my drift.
Lou stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes, when one of his friends pulled a knife on him.
I hope you would have been more cooperative. But I guess we gotta do this the hard way.
The kid walked up to Lou and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again.
Ah, it's that feeling.
Now it was truly strong, a burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured to him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid.
Listen here, you little punk. Give back my girl's wallet. Or else.
Randy put the wallet in his pocket
Or
and
else
pulled out his own knife.
What? And what will you do?
Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed, and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Lou could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff.
Jeff, how did you?
That was all Lou said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing. So they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. They just sat and listened. Lou just thought of the events as his brother beating up a few kids. But Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was. The urge to just hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop, and how now he probably
We don't know what
wouldn't
to
be
do for the
taking
next
bus
stream. I
anymore.
know exactly what we could do.
He felt
What?
happy.
That's some really good
When he got home, his
creepypasta
parents asked
fanfic
him how
reads.
his day
Ooh,
was, and he replied in a somewhat
he
ominous
actually likes when people watch his stuff on video.
It was a
Alright,
wonderful day.
we can try that if you want.
The next morning,
I mean, if
Jeff
you're
heard
here
a knock
tomorrow.
at his front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, and his mother looking back at him with an angry look.
Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son.
Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true.
Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Lou.
Son, you
It's
found
not
3
his
kids,
fault.
2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on the stomach. We have witnesses proving that you fled the scene. Now, what is that?
Jeff knew it was no use. He could say that he and Lou
It's
had
not
been
his
attacked,
fault.
but there was no proof it was not them who attacked first.
Yeah.
He couldn't say that they weren't fleeing because, truth be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou.
Son, call down your brother.
Jeff couldn't do it, since it was him who beat up all the kids.
Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me.
The cop looked at his partner, and they both nodded.
Well, kid, you're in juvie.
Wait,
They all looked up to see Lou holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and locked them on Lou.
it was me. I beat up those little
No.
punks. I have the marks to prove it.
Lou lifted up his sleeves to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in his trouble.
Lou.
Son, just put the knife down.
Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops.
No, Lou! It was me!
It's not his fault.
I did it!
Jeff had tears running down his face.
Poor bro. I took the blame for what I did. Well, take me away.
The police led Lou out to the patrol car.
Lou! Tell them it was me! Tell them! I was the one who beat up those kids!
Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulder.
Jeff, please. You don't have to lie. We know it was him. You can stop.
Jeff watched helplessly as the car sped off with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, saw Jeff's face, and knew something was wrong.
Son, what is it?
Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway.
After an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that both his parents were shocked, sad, and disappointed. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by, with no word from Lou at the juvenile detention center. No friends to hang out with. Nothing but sadness and guilt. That was until Saturday, when Jeff's mother woke him. She wore her usual happy, sunshiny smile.
Jeff, today's the day.
Jeff's mother opened up the curtains and let the light flood into his room.
What's today?
Jeff stirred awake.
But it's Billy's party.
Jeff was now fully awake.
Billy.
Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after...
Fucking Billy.
Jeff, we both know what happened.
You drew those so fast?
This party could be the thing that brightens up past things. Now, get dressed.
Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get herself ready. He fought himself to get up. He picked out a random shirt and a pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up, his mother in a dress and his father in a suit.
Pretty good.
He wondered why they would ever wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party.
Then is that all you're going to wear?
Better than wearing too much.
Jeff's mother resisted the urge to yell at him and concealed her feelings with a smile.
Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make
This is how you go.
Jeff grunted and went back up to his room.
God, I hate his
A minute
parents.
later, he yelled down the stairs.
Don't have any fancy clothes.
I just played 2 minutes of Mario Kart.
Jeff looked around in
less
his
drawing in
closet
front of me.
for what he would call fancy. He
That's
found a
just
pair
how
of
it
black
is,
dress pants he had for special occasions and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it, though. He looked around and found only striped and patterned shirts. None of them went with the dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on and went downstairs.
You're wearing that?
Jeff's mother looked at her watch.
Oh, no time to change. Let's just go.
Jeff's mother herded him and his father at the door. They crossed the street and made their way to Barbara and Billy's house. Once there, they knocked on the door. In a moment, Barbara appeared. Just like Jeff's parents, she too was overdressed. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see were adults. No kids.
The kids are out in the yard.
Yeah.
How about you go and meet some of them?
Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes and shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well have been standing in a Toys R Us. Suddenly, a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and a hat.
Hey, wanna play?
No, kid. I'm way too old for this stuff.
The kid looked at Jeff with a weird puppy dog face.
Please?
Please.
Fine.
Jeff put on the hat and started to pretend shoot at the kids. At first he thought it was totally ridiculous, but then he started to actually have fun. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off of Lou. So he played with the kids for a while until he heard a noise. A weird, rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropped the fake gun and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred.
Hello. Jeff, is it? We have some unfinished business.
Jeff saw Randy's bruised nose. I think we're even.
I beat the crap out of you.
Sorry.
And you got my brother sent to juvie.
Randy got an angry look in his eyes.
Oh no, no, Jeff. I don't go for even, Jeff. I go for winning, Jeff. You may have kicked our asses that one time, little boy, but that's not going to happen today.
As Randy spoke, he rushed at Jeff. They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and headbutted him. Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming and parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets.
No one interrupts or guts will fly.
Randy pulled a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the
Say
face.
one-liner.
After 3 kicks, Jeff grabbed his foot and twisted it, causing Randy to fall to the ground. Jeff stood up and walked to the back door. Troy grabbed him.
Oh, need some help?
Troy picked Jeff up by the back of the collar and threw him through the patio door. As Jeff tried to stand, he was kicked down to the ground. Randy repeatedly kicked Jeff over and over until Jeff was coughing up blood.
Come on, Jeff! Fight me!
Yeah,
Randy
fight
picked
me,
Jeff up and
Jeff!
threw him into the kitchen.
Fucking
Randy saw a
children.
bottle of vodka on the counter. He grabbed it and smashed the glass over Jeff's head.
In the Spanish you're telling
Randy threw
you
Jeff back
was
into the
way
living
less
room.
important of a character.
Come on, Jeff!
Really?
Look at me!
Jeff glanced up, blood streaming down his face.
Hi. And how you're just gonna sit there and let him rot for a whole year?
Yeah.
You're worse than I am. You should be ashamed.
Jeff started to get up.
Oh, finally! He stood up to fight!
Jeff was on his feet then, blood and vodka dripping from his face. Once again, he got a strange feeling.
Another
One
strange
he hadn't
feeling.
felt for a while.
Yes! Finally! He's off!
No,
Randy ran
die.
at Jeff, and that's when it
True
happened.
though.
Something inside Jeff snapped. His psyche was destroyed. All rational thinking was gone. All he could do was kill. Jeff grabbed Randy and pile drove him to the ground. He climbed on top of him and punched him straight in the heart. The punch was so vicious that it caused an arrhythmia. In seconds, Randy's heart stopped. Randy gasped, trying to catch his breath, but Jeff never let up, hammering punches into Randy's face and chest. Blood gushed, and in moments, Randy's body gave out, and he took one final breath. And he died.
It was like an actual little child
In
to
the
his
silence
brother.
that followed the brutal beating, Jeff
Oh,
finally noticed that everyone
that's
was looking.
cute.
Anthony, the parents, the crying kids, even Troy and Keith, with their guns pointed at them. Jeff, seeing the guns trained on him, ran for the stairs. As he ran, Troy and Keith fired at him, but none of the bullets connected. Jeff ran up the stairs. He heard Troy and Keith following behind him in close pursuit. As Troy and Keith let out their final rounds of bullets, Jeff ducked into the bathroom. He grabbed the towel rack and ripped it off the wall. Moments later, Troy and Keith raced into the room, knives at the ready. Troy, spotting Jeff, swung his knife at him, but Jeff backed away, and then retaliated, smashing the towel rack into Troy's face. Troy went down hard, out cold in a heap upon the floor. Only Keith remained
I mean,
standing.
it's
Unfortunately,
an
for
audience,
Jeff,
so
Keith
for
was
sure
more
there's like a
agile
lot
than
of
Troy.
kids.
And when Jeff went to strike with the towel rack, Keith dodged the assault, dropped the knife, and grabbed Jeff by the throat. Keith then pushed Jeff into the wall, upsetting a container of bleach which sat on the shelf above them. The container fell and burst on contact with Jeff and Keith, drenching them in its corrosive contents. In a moment, both of them were burned and screaming in pain. Jeff, however, was not about to let
Time
away
to
bleach
kill her
become
accolades
the end of him.
and
He wiped his eyes as best
See, I
he
told
could,
you, this is
then
why
pulled
this
back
is
the
actually
towel
really
rack
good.
and swung it
Get to
straight
get
into
rolling.
Keith's head, landing one well-placed blow to the bully's temple. As Keith lay on the bathroom tile, bleeding out from the wound on his head, an ominous smile flashed across his face.
What's so funny?
Without a word, Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on.
What's funny is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol.
Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him, the bleach worked on his skin. Jeff let out a terrible screech as he caught on fire. He tried to roll to put out the fire, but it was no use. The alcohol had turned him into a walking inferno. He ran down the hall to the stairs. Once there, he collapsed, tumbling down the steps and landing in a pile at the foot of a crowd.
People would write
Lower
power
level
scaling
of the
essays
house.
and fics about who would
People
win.
screamed
Him
as
or
they saw
Slender.
Jeff's condition. Jeff was nearly dead,
I
barely conscious at the base
I
of
would
the
root
stairs.
for
He
Jeff the
appeared
killer,
to be
actually.
horribly injured.
As
The
if that
last
twin
thing
could
that
do
Jeff saw
anything.
before blacking out
Exactly.
was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flames, trying to extinguish him. Darkness took him.
Oh, the twink is Jeff? How fucking dare you? No, I just really like Jeff. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go down with this ship. I don't like Slender very much. The idea is nice, but
When
I
Jeff
don't
awoke,
like him.
he had a cast wrapped around his face. He couldn't see a thing,
Literally has an
but he
army
felt
of
another
bulletproof
cast,
robots at
this
his
one on
command.
his shoulder, and he felt stitches all over his
Oh
body.
yeah.
He tried to stand up and realized there was some sort
Bro,
of
he's just
tube in
proto
his arm.
Joker. He's just a dude.
When he got up,
Hey, he has
fell out,
experience
and the
now. He
nurse
can
walked
actually
in.
kill.
I don't think you can get out of bed just yet.
The nurse put Jeff back in his bed and reinserted the tube. Jeff sat there without the benefit of his vision, with no idea what his surroundings were. Finally, after several hours, he heard his mother.
Honey, are you okay?
Jeff couldn't answer. His face was covered, and he was unable to speak.
Fucking parents, man, asking when someone who is like disfigured is okay.
Randy confessed to trying to attack you. They decided to let Blue go.
The news inspired Jeff to bolt up, but he stopped himself halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm.
He'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again.
Slenderman's
Jeff's
couch
mother gave him
potato
a
after
hug and said her goodbyes.
Hey, that's
During the
me.
next couple of weeks, Jeff was visited many times by his family, but eventually there came the day when his bandages were to be removed. Jeff's family was all there to see what he would look like. As the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face, everyone was on the edge of their seats. They waited in anticipation until the last bandage holding the cover over his face was nearly removed.
No.
I will hope for the best.
The doctor quickly pulled the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screamed at the sight of his face. Lou and Jeff's dad stared awestruck at Jeff's face.
What? What happened to my face?
Jeff rushed out of bed and ran to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face was horrible.
This is all Randy's fault.
Burnt to a deep shade of red. His face had turned a pure white, and his hair had been singed from brown to black. He slowly put his hand to his face. It had a sort of leathery feel to it now. He looked back at his family, and then back at the mirror.
Jeff, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just disfigured, you know.
Not that bad. It's perfect.
Jeff's family was stunned by his remarks. Jeff laughed uncontrollably. His parents noticed that their son's left eye was twitching. So was his left hand.
Jeff? Are you okay?
Sure, keep asking that.
Okay. I've never felt more happy.
Swear to God.
His face goes perfectly with me.
Jeff couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror. As it turned out, while Jeff was fighting Randy, he literally went insane. Something had snapped inside of him, changing him in an instant. What remained of Jeff was now a crazy killing machine. His parents, of course, had no idea.
Doctor, is my son alright? You know, in the head?
Oh, yes. This behavior is typical for patients that have taken very large amounts of painkillers. If his behavior doesn't change in a few weeks, bring him back in. We'll reevaluate psychologically.
Thank you, Doctor.
Jeff's mother went over to her son.
Jeff, sweetie, it's time to go.
Jeff
Oh,
looked
no,
away
it's time to
from the
go.
mirror. His face still formed into a crazy smile.
Okay, Mommy.
Imagine bringing
Jeff's
that
mother
crazy
put a
guy
hand on
home
his
at
shoulder
this
and led him
point.
to the reception desk where a duffel bag was waiting for him.
This is what came in.
Jeff's mom looked down to see the black dress pants and white hoodie her son had worn the night of the incident. But now they were clean of blood and stitched together. She led Jeff to his room and made him put his clothes on. Then they left, never suspecting the change in Jeff, or what was to come. Later that night, Jeff's mother woke to a sound coming from the bathroom. It sounded as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see what it was. When she looked into the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and carved a smile
I'm dumping his
into
ass
his
on the
cheeks.
wood though.
What is he doing?
I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever.
Jeff's mother noticed her son's eyes ringed strangely in black, and she gasped in horror as she realized what he had done.
Jeff, your eyes.
What did you
Jeff's
do?
eyes never blinked, never closed. His eyelids were gone.
I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. So I burned out my eyelids so I could see myself forever.
Jeff's mother slowly started to back away. She had finally realized that her son had gone insane. Jeff, noticing the change in her expression, approached her.
What's wrong, Mommy?
Yeah, what's wrong, huh?
Aren't I beautiful?
Yeah.
Yes, son. Yes,
Don't mind.
you are. Let me go get Daddy so he can see your face.
She ran into her bedroom and shook Jeff's dad from his slumber.
Honey, honey, he
She stopped.
And send him to prison.
In the doorway,
Shrink prison.
holding a knife.
Mommy,
I mean,
you lied.
of course,
Jeff rushed
he's
across the
really,
room with the
really
knife, laughing
troubled
all
like
the
this.
while, and then stabbed and gutted both his parents.
But then this happens, you know? You wouldn't even have the time to get to do that.
Meanwhile, his brother Lou woke up, startled by a sudden commotion. He sat alert for a moment, but when he didn't hear anything else after several minutes, he shrugged, shut his eyes, and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling.
Another one of those strange feelings.
Someone was watching him.
Oh.
Just as Lou looked up, a
Smile Dog? Oh, I love Smile Dog.
Covered his mouth.
Smile Dog is
Stifling
amazing.
scream.
I like Smile Dog.
As Lou watched in horror, Jeff emerged from the darkness, gripping a knife in his blood-soaked hands. Lou thrashed wildly, trying to escape Jeff's grip. Jeff raised the knife. Just go to sleep.
God, I love this one. Alright, let's try to find Smile Dog. I like Smile Dog. If he tries to shank me, I'll pull up my katana and be like, you think that's a knife sound? This is that would be good. If he actually had a katana. How was I supposed to do Smile Dog? Mr. Creepypasta had one, but I think let's listen to Shane and Ryan. I like their depiction of this one.
This video contains content that some might find disturbing.
I had a dream my
Viewer
dog was sort of
discretion
like Smile
is
Dog,
advised.
but it was cool.
The internet can be a scary
It was actually
place.
fun video.
Every
Aw,
day
that's
is an
nice.
opportunity for you to stumble across something you wished you had never seen. But what if an image was so horrible, so unspeakable, that it could literally ruin, or in this case, end your life? In today's story, our narrator seeks out that reality. I'm Ryan Bergara, and this is Are You Scared? A show where I tell my friend
Oh, you're
Shane
already
McGay
gonna
the
get your
internet's
katana?
scariest
What?
stories. So lock your doors, turn off the lights, and let's see if we can make it until the end. Smile Dog. Mary agreed to meet with me because I wasn't a reporter. I was a college student, gathering information for a few early assignments, and I had arranged with her husband Terrence to interview Mary in the summer of 2007. I arrived at Mary and Terrence's house in Chicago, but at the last moment, Mary changed her mind and locked herself in the couple's bedroom, refusing to meet with me. For half an hour, I sat outside the bedroom door, listening and taking notes while Terrence attempted to calm his wife. The things Mary said made little sense, but fit with the story I'd heard. I could tell she was crying, and her objections to speaking with me centered around her dreams, her nightmares. When it became clear we would not be going through the interview, Terrence apologized profusely, and I did my best to take it in stride. I wasn't a reporter in search of a story, after all, merely a curious young man in search of information.
If someone invites you over and they lock themselves in their room, that's rude.
That's what you've done at every dinner party you've invited me to.
I actually do that at a lot of parties. I don't lock myself in my room, but
you
there's
do retire.
I retire for a bit, especially if there's a lot of people over. Sometimes I'm like, I gotta sit out for 20.
I mean, look, he probably traveled for a long time to do this interview. He's not like a reporter with a big budget. It's just that Katie probably paid his own gas money to get out there. Yeah, and he's just like, I'm not coming back.
Can you Venmo me for the gas money? Or 2007? Could you give me some? You run a check? Yeah, a paper check.
Mary had been the sysop for a small Chicago-based bulletin board system, or BBS, in 1992, when she first encountered the file. She was one of an estimated 400 people who saw the image when it was posted as a hyperlink on the BBS, though she is the only one who has spoken openly about the experience. The rest have remained anonymous or are presumed dead.
Welcoming me into J.J. Abrams' mystery box with this story. What's going on here? What's this guy after?
I would
What are the people he's
argue.
talking to?
I would argue though that kind of fills me with a little bit more dread because all we're seeing is this person clearly doesn't want to share details of some story she was supposed to share.
Do not misinterpret my commentary on citizens.
Are you trying to fucking Jedi mind trick me? Do not misinterpret my commentary.
I'm having a great time. You'll finish reading the story.
Maybe just
Smile.jpg was first brought to my attention in 2005 when I was in 10th grade and became interested in web-based phenomena.
It's cute.
What caught my attention was the total
I like how
lack of
this turned out.
information about the image, to the point that often people believe it to be a hoax. Smile.jpg is unique in that the entire phenomenon centers on a picture file that is nowhere to be found on the internet. Certainly, the web is full of imitations claiming to be the real file, but those are largely written off as fakes. They do not have the effect the true Smile.jpg is believed to have. The sudden onset of temporal lobe epilepsy and acute, life-altering anxiety.
I already have that. I don't need to see the smile dog for me to have that.
I think if it was possible to die of fright, you would be a dead man.
I think so too. There have been times where I thought I was going to die because I was so scared. I will also say there's been things I've seen in movies that have scarred me in the sense like when I do think of them, I actually do kind of recoil into myself. You remember those
Except it's
people who
literally
saw
every.
things in the rain and
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
there's something that happens to a certain character on The Walking Dead that is
Rough, huh?
not great.
Like that. Very Lovecraftian. You know, seeing something that is so horrific.
It just scrambles you.
Yeah.
Neither Smile.jpg nor SmileDog is mentioned anywhere on Wikipedia, even though the website features articles on other, more infamous internet rumors.
Sure.
Any attempt to create a page pertaining to Smile.jpg is summarily deleted by admins. On its surface, a JPEG provoking said reactions in otherwise healthy individuals is admittedly absurd. The more I researched, however, the more I began to question whether the internet's reluctance to acknowledge its existence was out of disbelief or out of fear. As such, details of encounters with Smile.jpg have taken on
great,
an
less
air
than
of
ideal.
internet
Not an alright
I would
situation.
not trust the internet to band together to not harm people.
There's a bunch of people that don't even believe the pandemic is real, let alone a fucking JPEG that could kill you. Of course, this would kill the human race.
It sure would. It sure would. People would have it on signs picketed in places against the governor for some reason. I love Smile Dog. I think he's great.
There are rumors of Smile.jpg circulating in the mid to late 90s as a chain email attachment with the subject line, "Smile, God loves you." There's even one tale about a hacker in 2002 flooding the forums of the website Something Awful with a deluge of Smile Dog pictures, rendering almost half the forum's users epileptic.
If you got sent a link from an anonymous number that said, if you open this, you'll die. You open it?
Yeah.
Really?
It sounds a little bit like what's the with the big eyes?
Oh,
Moo
this
or
this
whatever?
is
Momo.
from.
Momo.
Yeah, when was this
I
made?
remember people were like,
Hold on.
somebody died because of Momo. You know Momo.
I think it's 2021.
That's true.
No,
Yeah, it's
Momo didn't kill
2021.
nobody.
Despite the huge exposure these stunts
This
would
is
have
kinda late.
generated, very few admit to having actually seen Smile.jpg. No trace of the
But
file
I know
has
Smile
ever
Dog
been
is really
discovered.
old.
Alleged victims offered the same description of the photo. A dog-like creature, sometimes described as looking like a Siberian husky, illuminated by the flash of the camera, sits in a dim room. Near the left side of the frame, a human hand extends from the darkness. The hand is empty, usually described as beckoning. The beast's muzzle is reportedly split in a wide grin.
There's no way someone is talking about Smile Dog in 2021. Well, they are.
Very sharp, very human-looking teeth.
That sounds funny.
Sounds awful.
I've seen a video where a man dropped his dentures and his dog puts them in his mouth. Yeah, it's really good. I want you to see this dog with the dentures in its mouth.
Oh God, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Victims claim to see the picture endlessly repeated in their mind's eye during the time they are in reality having epileptic fits. These fits continue interminably, often while the victims sleep, resulting in very vivid and disturbing nightmares. After my failed interview in Mary's apartment in 2007, I sent out feelers to several folklore and urban legend-oriented news groups, websites, and mailing lists to no avail. Then, in early March 2008, Mary contacted me via email.
He sounds like a curious young man.
You know what? I fancy myself as a curious young man.
2008.
This could be me and you in some weird alternate universe.
Weird times.
Circling down Smile Dog.
The funny thing is, if it did kill people, you would die laughing, and I would die horrified.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty much us in a nutshell.
It'd be a funny way to go for both of us, yeah.
Dear Mr. L, I am incredibly sorry about my behavior last summer when you came to interview me. I hope you understand that it was no fault of yours, but rather my own problems that led me to act out as I did. I realized that I could have handled the situation more decorously, and I hope you will forgive me. At the time, I was afraid. For 15 years, I have been haunted by Smile Dog. Smile Dog comes to me in my
Weird
sleep.
times when I was
I know that sounds
Oh,
silly,
are you
but it is
2000?
true. There is an
Damn.
ineffable quality about my dreams, my nightmares, that makes them unlike any dreams I have
Wait,
ever
are you
had.
considered
I
still
do
a
not move
millennial?
and do not speak. I simply look ahead,
Or are
and
you
the
already
only thing
Gen
ahead of
Z?
me is the scene
I
from
can't
that
tell.
horrible picture. I see the beckoning hand, and I see Smile Dog. It talks to me. It is not actually a dog,
It's not
though I'm not
actually a
quite sure
dog.
what it really is. It tells me it will leave me alone if only I do as it asks. All I must
Oh,
do, it
December
says,
1990. Alright,
is spread the
you
word.
are still millennial.
It wants me to show it to someone else.
That's smart marketing.
Yeah, it's you could tell this guy's taking some classes in virality. The
He's
Smile
at the
Dog.
local community
Yeah.
college.
Wait, could you say that one more time? Actually, I was taking notes and I missed that last part. What did you say about going
About a sweet teen.
organic? Okay, yeah,
Organic.
yeah, make it organic. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, by the way, sorry that you all said.
The week after my incident, I received in the mail a manila envelope with no return address.
These are the times I'm
Inside
reminded that I'm
was a
surrounded by
3.5-inch floppy disk. I knew precisely
Yeah, Ty.
what was on it. I thought for a long
This
time
is
about
exactly
my
why
options.
your
I
parents
could
don't
show it
like
to a
you on the
stranger,
internet.
a coworker. I could even show it to Terrence. And what would happen then? If Smile Dog kept its word, I
50
could
is what I
sleep.
actually call.
But if it lied,
I mean, I guess.
what would I do
Yeah.
then? What if something worse started coming for me?
Some say Z, some say
What the fuck?
millennial.
Why would that even enter your mind?
What? This poor guy who's got a wife who's like, the dog.
1996,
I'm dreaming about the dog again.
intergenerational.
Eggs, lady.
It's kind of
Maybe that's
true.
why she wants to show it to Terrence.
I still think 1999 is kind of young.
The dog with funny teeth. Go to sleep.
Many of my fellow
But-
victims on the BBS board where I first encountered Smile.jpg
I
stopped
think it's
posting.
still
I heard some of them committed
1999
suicide.
is still millennial.
Others remained completely silent, simply disappearing off the face of the web. They are the ones I worry about the most. I kept the diskette hidden for 15
Damn,
years.
remember diskettes?
Every night, Smile Dog has come to me in my sleep and demanded that I spread the word.
Oh
For
man,
15 years,
back then,
I
chain
have stood
letters.
strong.
I get the
We're
notion
so
that a lot of
fucking
people on
ramped.
that board were probably just like, I
Emails
guess I'm
and
done
shit.
hanging around on this board where people talk about a
That's
dog.
exactly
with-
why this kind of thing was so
The entire
popular
time,
back
like
then.
it's some sort of weird deity.
They're dropping like flies. Where are all my friends? It's like they probably got jobs.
I sincerely hope you will forgive me, Mr. L. But last summer, when you contacted my husband about an interview, I was near my breaking point. I decided I was going to give you the floppy disk.
Floppy
I did not
disk.
care if Smile
How
Dog
much was
lying or
a
not.
floppy
I
disk?
wanted it.
I think it's
to
just a
end.
few
You were a stranger,
KB,
someone
right?
I had no connection with. and since you seemed so
Imagine
interested
just
in what
one
had been
file in
tormenting
that
me for so
fucking
long,
biscuit.
I thought I would not feel sorrow when you took the disc as part of your research. Before you arrived, I realized what I was doing. I am ashamed, you said.
Damn
I
it,
hope that this
Linko!
warning will dissuade you from further investigation of Smile.jpg. Stop while you are still whole. Sincerely, Mary.
Oh, I want to show you something.
Oh, God.
What you realized, Ty? Back
I'm
when
not
you
sure.
were born, YouTube didn't even exist. Or Twitter. Or, yeah.
Son of a
Wait,
bitch.
when was
Oh, I'm
YouTube
glad you
made?
pulled it up.
I found the lost book.
Yeah, I'm glad you had that working in the background.
I actually don't know.
I would say.
But yeah,
It's really weird that I could see you zooming in.
the internet
That's my smile dog.
wasn't
Don't
even much
zoom
when I
in
was
on a
born.
cartoon. Oh, look at that spread. Fucking weird.
That was a job you made.
Thank you. Consider it job.
Consider it.
That's
My
so
original
tight.
Ran America.
It's ran. It's fucking exhausting. Later that month, Terrence contacted me with the news.
Oh,
that his wife had
2005.
killed herself. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I just saw a cartoon 2 seconds ago, and I had to read that sentence. There's so many levels of unfair to that.
That's
really
just
is.
about the time I
You can get to
had
your
a
sentence and move on.
simple ass computer in our house.
Later that month, Terrence contacted me with the news that his wife had killed herself. Terrence was in shambles. He wept.
God damn it, son of a fucking... It's the worst time for you to fucking show me that. It's like, I can't think of a worse time in the story for you to show me. Could you imagine if, like, there was, like, an actor about to do, like, a dramatic
But to be
monologue,
honest,
and right before the director's like,
not having internet back then is probably a good way to grow up.
God. You know what? I'm going to request that everyone...
And I sincerely
No, I
believe
can't be the
that the
only
fact
one
that
sees this.
the generation now is
And the
exposed to it a
hoses
lot.
are so weird. Okay. Continue.
Sorry. The fact that this generation is exposed to the internet at an early age
You can't
is
be
partly
laughing
responsible
over
as to
there. I'm
why
saying you got
everyone
it.
is slowly
It's a great
getting
parallel.
dumber. But that's just me.
I'm losing my mind. Maybe you're right. Yeah.
That's so weird to you? Yeah, I mean, I understand. Can't imagine a time where people weren't talking about some Twitter argument.
Give me a fucking second.
See? That's where the
I
brain
just
rot
want to feel really comfortable
is
with
happening.
someone else can
We
look
can't
at.
ask
When you're
anyone
exposed to
here
that
to
at an
look at
early
that.
age,
Because now that is our
it's just
smile
not-
dog, and they will not
it's not
be
good
I would really love
for a child's mental health.
Later that month, Terrence contacted me with the news that his wife had killed herself. Terrence.
There's a
was in
reason
shambles.
why
He wept as he warned me to
certain
listen to his wife's advice.
platforms like
He
Twitter
said
and
he found the
Facebook
disc she
has a
mentioned
minimum
and
of like
burned it until it
13
was nothing
before
but
you get to
blackened
use it.
plastic. Through his tears, he told me it hissed as it melted, like an animal.
That's just what plastic does when you burn it. Oh, the fire crackles like a dragon.
It was a shitty computer at the time.
Serpent.
You get a
glows
decent
like
one in
magic.
2012.
I think it's just burning, Dad. It's called fire.
Also, when we got internet
You
access.
ever set
I
something on
kind
fire
of
before?
understand where you're coming
I was
from.
uncertain about how to respond.
I think I
Out of
also
respect for
took
Mary, I
a
decided
while
to heed her warning.
to even get
I
a
would
fucking
no longer
laptop.
pursue the subject of Smile.jpg.
And
At
back
least
then,
for the time
we
being.
had like dial-up
Almost a year after I failed
internets
to interview
that
Mary at her
had
home,
to be
I
loaded.
received an email from Elzahir.
And that was not good. You can't use the phone
The subject was Smile.
when you're browsing the
Hello.
internet.
I found your email address through a mailing list. Your profile said you are interested in Smile Dog.
Smile Dog!
I have saw it. It is not as bad as everyone says. I have sent it to you here. Just spreading the word. That final line chilled me to the bone. The email was signed simply with a smile emoticon.
Don't open it.
Attached was
Don't
a file
open it.
named smile.jpg. I considered downloading it. It was almost certainly a fake, I reasoned. And even if it wasn't, I had never been wholly convinced of smile.jpg's peculiar powers.
Yeah, I
After all,
did
how
live
could a
3
single
times
image
without
of a
Wi-Fi.
dog cause years of nightmares?
It was the worst.
But if
I
everyone knew
wouldn't
the
go
image
back.
was a hoax, then why did the legend exist at all? If I downloaded the image, if I looked at it, if Mary turned out to be correct, and the creature came to me in my dreams, demanding I spread the word, what would I do? Would I live my life as Mary had, fighting against the urge to spread the picture until I died? Or would I spread the word? And how? Whom would I burden?
If this is a real thing, you've seen Smile Dog. Do you think you would show it to someone? Do you think of one person who would deserve it?
I would do one of those things, you know, like when people were protesting Donald Trump and they like projected stuff onto a building. Catch as many people as I can.
Oh, it's a good one for that.
I'd do that too.
You know what I would do?
Oh,
You know,
God
sometimes
damn it,
when
Shane.
you're on an airplane and right before it takes off,
Yeah,
you,
dial
put on the
internet too.
airdrop, and you can see
Hell
some people
yeah.
have their airdrop has shared
That's
text.
a good
Back in the day,
idea.
oh no.
Anonymous, but you still
I
get to
just
hear that.
remembered that I wasn't able to use it, of course.
God, that's
Aw.
creepy, man. That's easy.
Rip and
I
dip,
thought about
man.
why I reached out to Mary in the first place.
It's so
About
hard
my
to
early
download stuff
intentions
back
to
then,
write
even
a
like
short essay about
songs.
smile.jpg, and decided that's what I would
And
do.
sometimes when you download
I could
stuff
attach smile.jpg
off the
as
internet,
evidence.
along
Then,
with it comes a
Anyone
virus.
who read the article, anyone who took
Those
interest
weren't good times.
would see it. And clearly, since you're reading that article now, you're interested.
I am interested.
Could I spread the word?
Sure.
Yes. Yes, I could.
Do it. Ta-da. It's my dog.
So,
That shit was expensive. I agree. It really was.
You're the victim. That's a fun twist. You're the
I
victim.
don't like.
How did I not see that coming? Of course they're gonna attack.
Well, I didn't realize we were reading the article that he was writing.
Curtis.
Because it includes the
No,
emails
stop.
and the first interaction and all that. But I did know that we were on a one-way train to Smile Dog. But not very scary. Well,
I mean, the picture.
yeah, when it's perceived by, of course, they're not scary. It's crazy that they're not going to go. Why do I even keep falling for it? I'm like fucking Charlie Brown when Lucy pulls the football away from him. Like, it's like every single time it
It's
delivers.
gonna be my new thing. I'm just
I hope it is.
seeing it all the
What, are you
time.
gonna fucking buy a mask, like a shirt, maybe some mugs? Well, good story. That one actually is written by an anonymous user, so thank you to whoever wrote that. And you've
My
also,
dog.
without your knowing, anonymously given me nightmares of my own, not by your doing. So, thank you for that. We'll see you all next week. And are you scared? Stay tired.
Damn.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
So that was Smile Dog. At the middle there, we kind of went to a tangent, but it was fun. I didn't expect to like listen to some creepypastas today, so that was interesting. Thank you again for keeping me company. It felt a lot lighter today compared to yesterday. Yeah. If you guys are available tomorrow, maybe we can do some stuff. I don't know what to do yet. But if we're gonna go with a creepypasta route, I'll be totally fine with that. So, let's just get it again tomorrow. I haven't streamed in a whole while. Why did we start the creepypasta stuff? I just remembered. Because I saw a video on my YouTube thing that kind of reminded me of creepypasta, and I was like, you know what? I haven't shared that yet. And then you shared the Brazilian Agumon. That was really funny. I'll probably be doing vacation stuff, so I don't think I'll be joining. It's okay. I know you are. So don't worry about it. I think you're gonna be back this Sunday? Or was it next week? I'm not sure. But you did mention when you're gonna come back. But yeah, just don't worry about it. Just enjoy your vacation, and I'll just be here with whatever I can manage for tomorrow. All right. I'll post this art in a bit. I'm gonna be back next Tuesday. Okay, no problem. Very sleep tight, guys, and or enjoy the rest of your day. All that stuff. Okay. Take care, always. I'll be back tomorrow at. I'll usually do I stream on this weekend. 8 p.m. GMT plus 8. Alright? I guess that's it for me for today. Thank you for keeping me company once again. Bye bye. I just noticed the Oh Good Hunter. God damn it, it's been like that for a while, but alright. Anyway, thank you, Ty, for being here. And also, Lincoln. I'll see you guys whenever, alright? Bye bye.